Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Today we have another Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup match here, Group N, between EwolaKoala and SuperRandoBros. I'm Star, and with me on commentary is Westside Vandal. How are you doing?
Doing all right this morning. Got my coffee, got my toast. We're good.
Looking forward to a good race here. EwolaKoala versus SuperRandoBros, second race between the two in this round of groups. Ewola took their first match, so we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah. Looking at their handy dandy stats here, they do look fairly evenly matched. So we'll see how it goes. We do know what the mode for this race is going to be. It is going to be MC Boss Shuffle, which is my favorite MC Hammer tribute act. We're going to not know what bosses are where. And the only way we will know is if we find maps out in the world. We will know the dungeon prizes. Compasses will tell us what bosses are in those dungeons. And we can also find out some of the prize information by talking to NPCs. If you're familiar with Link to the Past, you know, of course, what I'm talking about. You can talk to Sahasrahla for the green pendant information, and then you can get the information on the 5 and 6 crystals, the red crystals, by talking to the big bomb vendor. Otherwise, we'll be relying on the maps.
Yes, we will. Or just finding them out the hard way, alternatively.
Yep. And then relatively recent change to the randomizer. I kind of gloss over it a little bit. Compasses will actually now tell you what boss you are to face in the dungeon. Especially useful in, say, Innomizer, which is what we have today. We have full boss shuffle, I believe, which means there are 2 copies of 3 bosses in the pool.
As well as 1 each of the rest, so we'll see. There could be a surprise Ice Tridex that will be like, oh, you thought you didn't need an Ice Rod? About that. As we get going, we're going to both start at Link's house. Got a map 2 swamp, alright. So I know you recognize a Wallace sprite. I've got no idea what SuperRandoBros is.
That is looks like that's Jake from Adventure Time, or not Jake, Finn.
And you can enlighten chat as to what a Wallace sprite is as well.
That is going to be Valera Sanguinar from the Warcraft universe.
Excellent. And I apologize about SRP is cropping. I am fixing that now. 2 seconds.
All right. Meanwhile, we have just a little piece of heart from the uncle. We didn't go full Kalima on him, but just enough. Hopefully, he doesn't need that left ventricle. And another one in the chest. It's not looking good for our uncle at the moment. Hold on.
Particularly.
All right, there's a save and quit to Sanctuary. 20 rupees. We're just robbing the collection plate. Don't mind us.
We've got ourselves a Super Smash Bros. Melee MSU. In case anyone doesn't recognize it, that is what this is.
All right, so now we've got both runners heading up towards the Lost Woods. Ewola gonna just go straight into Lost Woods and the Thieves' Hideout drop down. Looks like we might be getting bomb. Yep. There we go.
Getting the bomb and then going to check the lumberjack on the SRP side.
And the bush crab, which is hearts. Oh, nope, just going the long way around here. Nope, there we go.
Where are you going? Compass here to Todd in the Lost Woods.
Palace. Alrighty. And that's gonna be bombs.
I was gonna say, I think that's bombs and not blue mail.
Speaking of bombs, we now have enough rupees to buy a 10-pack for Ewola. Unfortunately, Ewola didn't kill very many enemies or get a bomb drop on his way over here. So, could have saved a little bit of money. But, it's not that hard to come by in most Link to the Past randomizer seeds. Now that I've said that, watch as all of the rupee drops got sorted into Gan's Tower somehow.
Alright, well, let's gonna go check some other chests here in Kakariko, hoping to find a bomb pack before going for the well and Blind's Hut. SRB's already found 2 bombs off of the enemy, so it does not need to worry about that.
Yep. You need a bomb to open that. That's not gonna help you.
That is called the Bomb Hut in
Yeah.
Kak for a couple reasons.
Yeah. As Vortex points out, there is a 50-50 bomb in that row. But honestly, if you're that down bad for bombs, just spend the 50 rupees. I would also make an argument for checking the... Whoa, there's a glove in the Grandma's Hut. So yeah, we kind of needed bombs. I would make the argument that you want to check the front of Blind's Hideout and the well, even if you are just straight up looking for bombs. Because there's 4 checks in each of those spots. It very well could be bombs. There is blue mail in Blind's Hideout.
Yep, SRB stream lagged a bit, but it looks like looking at his personal check, he also found a flute in Blind's Hut there. Very nice.
Okay. Well, at the very least, Ewala gets a rebate on their bombs and a bunch of rupees. Oh my. Apparently this is the Kakariko wishing well. Interesting.
Hey, definitely threw a lot of money down there. That flute in Kakariko, very nice. Map to Hyrule Castle, not needed. Yeah, but the flute can activate it immediately. Very nice for transportation, of course. Good early find.
Yep. Now, you would have that right off the bat immediately in one of our other Challenge Cup modes this year, Tournament Inverted Key Sanity, which does open up a little bit of versatility in opening up during Inverted, but that is for another race. As we do get an incredibly early flute activation. So,
about as early as you really get in a more typical open start like this.
Insert all of your bird is the word jokes here, or your bird species that, and then words that rhyme, like duck is amuck, pheasant is present, goose is loose, dodo is go. I used to have a list of these that went on for like a minute and a half straight. I've forgotten most of them, and I'm sure Chad is thankful for that.
Probably. Looks like SRB is gonna also go for a smidge of bomb shopping, having run out as well.
Our tracker is so used to tracking key sanity, they're a little bit unsure of what to do with their hands.
So it happens, which reminds me, give our runners a follow here at EwolaKoala and SuperRandoBros, to my co-com Westside Vandal, who rolled out of bed at 5:30 in the morning for this, and to our tracker's Holotalk.
Alright. So we are going to get a blind check of race game here. I know I like doing this when I do a Kakariko Open like this and don't have the boots, because I feel like checking it to see if it's worth it takes just as much time as just doing the front end of it and bailing if it's nothing. We do get information though. So, Compass of Eastern.
Nice to have. Just some bombs in the library.
A flute to 6. Interesting.
Really play to Agina here.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Agina is one of those checks that if you don't do it super early, it's going to be your last, like, Spear 1 check.
It is a very easy last location, just perhaps why Ewala was doing it this early. It is not terrible with flute.
Yeah.
And Desert Ledge can be good information as well. Agina giving us a compass too much. Not too bad, actually.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So, Rando gonna go ahead and head to South Shore here.
Yep.
Starting with the dam. And Koala not very far behind, so 10 arrows inside the Hyrule Dam here.
And the shield underneath the water. Blue Glove and Blue Mail, the three things we've found of particular use so far. And the wallet's floating away, okay.
Well, I mean, you do only have bombs as weaponry, and if your aim is off with mini Moldorms, it can get a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, it's true.
Ace in point.
Yep.
And as Vortex points out, Koala was down to 5 bombs. So then you really gotta hope the mini Moldorms just walk right into a bomb or two.
Yep. Okay, get our first some green planet info. Eastern! Thanks. Thanks. Moon Pearl in Mini Moldorm Cave. And a bottle.
Okay.
And
boots! Uh-oh.
And
uh-oh.
That's Dark World access.
That's Dark World access. The good news for Ewala is that is going to severely limit the amount of checks they can do. They are going to need to go there sooner rather than later.
Very much so.
There was another bottle in the back of Saha's closet, by the way, because that is a lazy kid check.
Yep.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, due to illness, today the part of Hype Cave will be played by Mini Moldorm Cave, apparently.
Seems like it.
We get a water walk set up from SuperRandoBros here.
Convenient $300 can definitely afford Zora now.
Ooh, Ewala chose not to really restock on bombs. Gotta do a 6-bomb Mini Moldorm Cave. That should have killed both of them on the left side. I disagree there, game, but nevertheless, Ewala does not tilt, gets the kills in. Gotta get the smorgasbord of progression here on Mini Moldorm.
Yep.
Oh,
it's actually kind of impressive there were 4 out of 5 major items in here.
Oh, SRB, that's just, that feels bad. Basically, SRB opened one of the chests in Waterfall, and Heart came out, refilled his health, and put him back into swimming mode.
Yeah. Gonna see Bonkrax here for Ewala or not?
I think this is an Aga 1 check. Which is weird because we know we have Dark World access. I mean,
I guess just wants to be really sure it's not required since you know you're not doing it otherwise. Oh, SuperRandoBros ends up in the water and cannot actually check Zora, which feels bad because he has the money for it.
Oh man, that is.
So
and
close.
That's after getting Waterfall glitched twice. Oh. Oh man, that's just painful.
It is. Ouch.
Alright, both runners bonk rocks at just about the same time here.
Getting a much needed bomb refill. Backup escape here for SRB, looks like the same for Ewala.
Alrighty. So we have not found the key to Hyrule Castle. So there's a possibility there could be 3 items in here.
Oh, we get this small key, half magic, and the book. That's a lot of stuff.
Here.
We haven't seen any of Escape. We hadn't seen any of Escape yet, so that was the first time checking any of it.
Yep. All right. So we found a pretty decent amount of progression. SuperRandoBros is going to take that book of Medora and maybe look at a desert here, possibly doing a Gina at the very least.
Definitely Gina. I wouldn't be surprised to see a desert check as well. Ewolakoala heading for Hype Cave here.
Yep. All right. So, our NPC is going to be holding on to a map of Dark Palace.
Nice to have. That's a mushroom.
The single arrow of destiny.
Definitely less useful than Mini Moldorm Cave, but one never knows about that shroom.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to get 5-6 info here from a visit to the Big Bomb Shop. Skull Woods and Misery Mire. Yep. Ledge was rupees. Oh, wait, no bombs. Not important, basically.
Something I didn't bother writing down. And usually my notes are pretty decent. Sometimes they get a little messy, but usually I take fairly good notes on item locations. Here's the small key for SRP.
Alright.
Apparently Somb was a pendant on the map check we got there.
Yep. Stumpy gives us 10 arrows.
Bombs from the Desert Compass chest. And there's a vanilla big key.
A vanilla big... I think that's just actually straight up vanilla too, isn't it?
It is. That is where you find it in the vanilla game, because you get the map from the first check, you get the small key off the torch, you get the compass from the first chest on the right side, the big key from the second, and then the glove from the big chest.
Good gracious.
There's
Bombos medallion. And red mail on Dig Game.
So Ewola's sprite color has gone from red to blue to, is that a dark burgundy? I'm not familiar with the sprite is. So SRB gets a green rupee off the big chest. Also SRB, you can't continue without a fire source here.
Yep.
A way to light torches, since he does have bombs now, but that doesn't light torches for you.
Yeah. Alright. So now, Koala, gotta head into Village of Outcasts here, looks like. Could also be a Skullwoods play, yeah.
Both make sense. I think SRP will likely do the same, also heading to Kakariko now. Doing a quick map check that I missed all of it.
Yep, as a reminder to chat, this is Boss Shuffle. MC Boss Shuffle.
Yep. Even aside from the fact that SuperRandoBros literally can't get to the boss of Desert without a fire source.
Yeah, we have no guarantee that it is Lanmo, so I mean it could very well be, because apparently Desert decided to roll with a random vanilla big key.
Ooh, not familiar with this MSU at all, but that is the Zelda 2 Palace theme, Super Smash Bros. Remix here in Skullwoods. I am quite a fan of this tune.
I was about to say that Ewolakoala doesn't really have a very effective way to deal with Gyptos, but then they just managed to just corral him and hit him with the hammer a few times. Meanwhile, just a small key to Swamp for all that effort. Or, not Swamp, Skullwoods.
I was going to say, this is not Small Key City, it's just MC Shuffle. I'd be a little concerned if the Swamp Swamp was there.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I will get Swamp and Skull confused constantly. Like when I try to say it out loud. It is the weirdest thing.
It happens. So I think we've already seen all 3 small keys. There's the red rupee.
We've seen 2 of them. The third one is from underneath the pot in the boss room. Or not the boss room.
I thought this was one as well for Ewolakoala, which it is.
Oh, whoop. I missed it on SRB's side, so that is my fault.
Top left, top right in the front are both keys, and so was the big key chest, so that's 3. That $20 is the first item, and there's 10 arrows in this chest. 2 items. So 2 items in the big key left in Skull Woods.
SuperRandoBros probably wishing they had a sword about now so they could just use bombos.
Yep.
Gonna have to be careful here. Only has half a heart left.
Yep.
That is a heart piece on Bumper, so we're not going to be seeing that.
Yep. And a quick death mark for SRB.
Alright, into Village of Outcasts we go. C-shaped house. $20. I think we might need to have a talk about the rampant kleptomania there, Link. But then again, it is Thieves Town, so it's like a housewarming present to get robbed blind. By blind in some cases. I'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal.
It does make me wonder how many eyes will Moldorm have today. Just the GT is not helpful.
Nope.
Yes, in all forms of Endomizer, not just Boss Miser, but also regular Endomizer, Moldorm, the number of eyes Moldorm has is randomized. It is the same for all Moldorms that show up in the seed, but it is always interesting to see how many eyes Moldorm ends up with. Can be anywhere between 1 and 8. I saw an MC boss yesterday as I get the first one in the Friend of Thieves. I saw an MC boss yesterday with two 3-eyed Moldorms.
Yep. Excuse me. Alright. So now we go to the right side of the front of Thieves Town, get some bombs. And the small key. So, worth noting, in Endomizer, or in Boss Shuffle, you do not have to rescue the maiden unless it's Vanilla Blind, I think.
No, even in Vanilla Blind, you don't need to.
Okay. So, we could, okay, and we are going to see Ewolakoala check the boss. It's gonna be Armos Knights.
I'm for Fighter Sword of Armos Knights here.
Alrighty then. So, we'll check back and see how Ewola's doing here in a couple minutes.
It's doable, but you have to dodge, and it takes a while. No fast routes here.
Yep.
And we'll see if SRB does the same.
Well,
yes.
Also, that's, Chat, trying to give help and say poke, don't slash. There is also a debate about whether that's useful for Fighter Sword or if it's just Master Sword. Walla really gonna have to be careful here. 1 heart left.
And a different person in chat saying no hammer strats, hammer hitbox gets funky.
Yeah. Oh, Walla now with the poke strats. Oh, I thought my streams picked the worst time to synchronize, and I thought that was an Armos hit. Oh.
My streams also sync at the same time. That is a crystal, nicely done for Walla as SRB chooses to go for some spin strats here.
Alright. Also down to 1 heart, but down to 1 heart earlier in the fight. Except that doesn't matter because I forgot both runners have a red bottle from Mini Moldorm.
I also forgot too. So we're not going to see the rest of Thieves Town for Walla. This is full clearable with a hammer.
Yep. I will say I'm kind of surprised that Walla didn't go for a health refill. May have just felt confident in their ability to dodge Armos Knights.
Also, they do have a somewhat predictable pattern. But this is just with no bro.
Vortex of Doom pointing out that Armos actually only does half a heart.
Yeah, that's good to point out. Thank you, I'd forgotten. This is so slow it's borderline comical.
Yeah. And then you kind of get into sunk cost fallacy here, probably for SRB, where he's just kind of wishing, maybe I shouldn't have done this just yet.
Maybe I should have done the back hoping for a bow or a fighter from Estus or something.
But at this point, you're committed. You've used up your red potion in this fight. You're committed to the fight until one of you dies, basically.
Pretty much. Okay, got half of them down now. And there's 4.
There's
you
also
focus more on 1 at a time. SRB just hit whatever he could get within range of, which is.
I was about to say, chat pointing out that SRB did kind of just go with the shotgun strategy of just whatever gets near him is getting poked or bashed with the hammer.
Okay. But yeah, poke strats are a bit more efficient on the last one, so you don't get hit. It kind of bounces off you, and there we go. Big Chest of Thieves is just a heart piece, so that's that.
Yeah, not really too much useful in Thieves outside of that first sword.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. Vortex apparently died to Armos yesterday, so that's how he knows it's always half a heart.
Alright, save and quit, and right back to the Swamp Dark World portal for Ewala.
Odd, perhaps?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the highest density checks we have access to. I would do this, yes.
Options are kind of limited, although Bowless Pod always is fun, though while it does still have that red potion.
I was about to say that may have also played a bit of a factor in why he decided not to, safety potion.
Although I forget what the other bottle had in it, because they do have 2. Because he does have 2. That's a map to desert, rather nice.
Yep.
Oh, blue potion was the other. Thanks.
Ah, okay then. Well. Kind of ashamed to waste a blue potion on a potion unlock glitch. So,
It is, but
good for Walla to plan ahead, because that's totally what they did. I have the microphone, and what I say is the truth. Until proven otherwise. All right, so Kiki been collected here. There we go. real smooth run through. Kiki really out here side hustling. Gets paid 10 rupees just to follow you, and then, oh hey, I want another 100 rupees to open this door for you.
Yep,
out
just
here getting paid.
jumps up and down on the switch, and and he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I assume it's a switch. It doesn't really look that much different from the surrounding structure, but presumably it's a switch of some kind.
Yep. That was a really fast compass check.
I am terrible at them. No clue what that is.
We do know this is a crystal.
Waiting with a party of 15. Thanks for the raid. We're 28 minutes into a Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup group and match here between EwolaKoala and SuperRandoBros. This is a map compass shuffle boss miser seed, so it's been interesting. I don't know if that was intentional for SRB.
I think it was, because we do have technically like race, or I don't think he's done dig game yet.
No, because he came in from the north.
Right, so he's doing like he's gonna go do this loop here and do like dig game and Sumpy and hype.
Yeah. There's mitts in the pod big chest, which is very nice and also tells us the rest of pod is locked, as are those mitts. Or big chest.
Mm-hmm.
Very locked because that's Marist. Just going to go for potion glitch here.
Yep.
As SRB gets his good mail.
Well executed. Oh, didn't quite get the red mimic low enough, so does have to do a little bit of readjusting, but not bad, not bad.
Here we go. Oh yeah, we don't have a lamp or another fire source generally. This should be 2 keys here. Yep.
Indeed it is. Alright. So, we have boots, so could very easily hit the bonk here. But sure, go ahead and do it the boring intended way, why don't you? Although, I just realized the bonk is only useful if you come straight, like do the potion unlock glitch first and then need to check the front lobby chests, which Ewala did first, so never mind. Alright, we are going to see some U-shaped hallway checks here. Without a fire source, these are not in logic yet. But
no fire source and no bow. Is SRB not checking the bomb shop? Hello?
probably just reliant on the maps for that information. But I agree, you're right there, and it's free info.
This is
about real
SRB's
estate.
first MC boss in groups. I don't know how much experience he has with this mode in general. That might be... Hopefully that doesn't bite him too much.
Alright, we are gonna...
Picking as a map to... Meyer.
Alright.
Well, that is on the red crystal, so... handy for him so that he will not in fact be will not in fact be able to fake powder later point. Will however get a blue potion and head off to pod as well. Pod Eastern, do the same thing Ewola's doing.
Hopefully with a little bit less getting lost in the dark maze. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Ewala is pretty lost right now.
Think he's got it? Yep. And there's a bow!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Bruh. Wow!
That is a great place for a bow.
Yeah.
SRB did remember to talk with Saha at least. That is that is a bow locked bow.
Yeah, and as Vortex points out, I do believe that's going to make our next play Eastern Palace, after Ewolakoala gets back through the Dark Maze here, because with 4 hearts and red mail, it's kind of hard to bomb yourself to death.
It is. Did Ewolakoala get the upper chest in here?
I believe so. Oh, Vortex is pointing out, yeah, you dip Eastern here. Yeah. I completely forgot about SRB being not in Dark World yet.
No, Kiva, this room is always dark. I did not catch that map check at all. But that room is inherently dark unless you have a lamp. Or a fire rod. I think there are torches in here you can light with a fire rod, but...
Yeah, generally speaking, you know, obviously by this point in the vanilla game, you have a light source because you've got the lamp, obviously, at the very least. So yeah, you would never see the darkened form of this room. But because we are in randomizer, we do not have a light source yet, so...
Entirely missed what the first check of Eastern, second best of Eastern was for SRB due to a bit of lag on his end. Nothing to be done, that's on his personal stream, seems to be a bit laggy today. Well, let's head back in.
Because they can go to the boss.
They can.
Yeah, and it's Crystal, so they're gonna see if this boss is killable or not.
I mean, we did spend the compass, so we just completely missed the check on it.
Oh yeah, they did find the compass pod, so yeah, they do know what the boss is.
It's something beatable, so not Argus, Coldstare, or Trinax. Chat discussing how long can one skip a lamp in vanilla, only up until pushing the mantle in the throne room, because apparently Zelda refuses to help you if you don't have a lamp at that point. And also a good point that you do kinda need a lamp to get to the landmost in the vanilla game, since the fire rod doesn't show up until late. Map of TR and the big key chest of Eastern, and that is a death warp for SRB. Without a bow, can't go further.
Yep. Also, just all this talk about missing fire sources, I completely forgot. Oh yeah, this is technically out of logic because once again, we do not have a fire source. Although, actually, this specific instance, we need the lamp for this to be in logic, because the last little bit of the journey is in a room that does not have a torch you can light with the fire rod.
Yep. Red Mail definitely appreciated, I think, Ewola's in the turtle room, which can be pretty finicky in the dark.
Yep. Onwards and upwards, though. Lock pushed, portal opened.
Yeah, the bow in the back of pod is bow and lamp locked.
Yeah, so it is definitely our logical silvers. So
guaranteed, as that's a landmost here.
Now
you can
that
tell
being
because it doesn't show up immediately.
That being said, the gloves in the front of Palace of Darkness, or the Titan's Bits, open up so many possibilities for some rude double dips.
They do, although keep in mind that I'm pretty sure the big key chest in pod is also something like 6 key lock logically. Could be wrong.
Yeah, chat paying a bit better attention than I was, saying mitts are also bow locked.
They were the big key chest, Wes. That is, I think, 6 key locked. It's certainly bow locked.
Yep. Yep, don't mind me, just been playing the game 5 years and still don't have key logic off the top of my head.
I know Podkey logic decently just because it's fairly straightforward, and this amount of stuff is available with no keys, everything else locked behind this, and that amount. It's Ice Palace key logic that really messes with me primarily. I have no idea how that works.
So, oddly enough, a very an almost vanilla loadout weapon-wise for a landless fight. Gotta love randomizers sometimes.
Yep. Let's get a heart container and a crystal here. Very nice.
All right.
Going to not see. There's like you don't have a mirror. Where are you going?
Could have been a cat. Could have been thinking maybe catfish, but then decided, never mind.
Yeah.
Try and find a mirror first and loop that in with Zora checks.
Yep. This is a King's Tomb check with those new mids. Which, to note, SRB has not picked up yet. Well, actually, since he's doing the back before the front, he won't even need a potion glitch. He can use the bow he gets from back here to go to the front.
That's if he does Dark Maze, which, you know, it's one thing to be able to do the U-shaped hallway because it's a relatively simple shape. Dark Maze, as we saw with Ewolakoala, can trip up runners regardless of skill level.
Oh yeah. Alright, where are you going? Ewolakoala Smith Chain?
Yeah, that's about all they have left over here that they have access to.
A little bit slow without a mirror, but what can you do?
I might have made an argument for doing hammer pegs.
Well, yeah, I think that goes in with, I guess, yeah, gonna do that first here. And more pegs and smiths.
Oh, saving whip and pegs, yep.
And just a rarity. Yeah, SRB was bringing him up a map of the Dark Maze, I assume. Smart choice, though. Is down to 1 heart already. Don't die, please.
He does still have... has the blue, but... did they... I believe they went to the potion shop and refilled their bottles, so they should be fine?
That was the blue potion from the potion shop.
Yeah.
Although they did just do he did just do Saha, so that was the second blue potion. That was just one of 2. There's his bow. We can see his face cam. He's like, all right, good.
Yeah.
I suppose I wouldn't really be too mad about finding a bow in the back of Pod as funny as the placement is.
Alright.
Yeah, we're running out of stuff. Catfish, Spectacle Rock, Zora, Front of Escape. We might be about out of logical checks here.
Yeah.
We still don't have a fire source to finish Desert. We... Out of logic can possibly do the Eastern boss. No, only Spectral Rock is in logic on the mountain. Old Man's also doable out of logic. We have Dean in front of Skull Woods. Can't get into any of our other dungeons. And this is indeed Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's our MSC on Ewola's side.
I don't think we saw... Sorry, I just realized. I don't think we saw Rando do Camper, did we? He just went straight to Zora, did he not?
Yeah, no, he didn't do Camper or the Lake Island, which was nothing. Though this is also out of logic and is nothing without a pair of flippers. And SRB is not able to find his way back out of the maze and just chooses to safe quit out.
Yep.
I hope he goes back in because those mids are quite helpful. Not in logic, remember, but very helpful.
Yes.
We'll see where he chooses to flute to.
Looks like mountain here.
Yep. Not exceptionally bad to get back to the front of pod, but we also don't blame him for leaving those couple of things for later. He knows it is one item in the front on the, and then 2 small keys, I think, if he's been counting correctly. As well, he checks Waterfall Fairy here.
Bees! And not even, and it's a B minus. Ay, ay, ay. Alrighty. So,
Nice
gonna have a
navigation for SRB, getting up some bombs.
So, nice to visit our old buddy Ted K there on Death Mountain.
And Zora is a giant scam, giving us negative 99% return.
Yeah, I was about to say, took a spin on the wheel of Zerality, and that's the hook shot on top of Spectacle Rock. Oh no!
We need a mirror.
Oh no!
That's a terrible spot for a hook shot. Really good info for SRP, but a terrible spot.
Yeah, as I was about to say before that happened, we turned the wheel of Zerality and hit bankrupt.
Yes, we did. I totally missed the medallion from my Earth. Our tracker seems to have marked it as Bombos. Thank you. Finding the map to Skullwood. Thanks. And the compass to TR. This will return for Zora for SRB. He unfortunately lost the water walker. Ended up in the water earlier. Yeah, I'm losing the water walk some time ago. So he is going to return to find out he's getting a negative 99% return. It's the second worst possible. The worst is a negative 99.8% return on Zora. Decides to give you a single green rupee.
Yeah, and it's gonna feel especially bad that he decided to play it safe and, walk the intended path instead of trying to rearm another water walk. Yeah, so he had to take the long way around to get that negative 99% return on investment. Oof.
It is a terrible deal.
Answering a question in chat, I believe the runners generated this seed.
Correct. I am not sure which of them rolled this, but it is one of the runners who did this one.
Yeah. Now, that being said, I believe the universe may have known that both myself and Star were coming. So, that power alone might have contributed a bit to the evilness of this seed.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I know I have a reputation for rolling terrible seeds. I'm pretty sure I've heard similar about you. So maybe. Oh, there's a fire rod.
Oh, that's helpful by a lot. That does get us partial logic to some things, including a accessible desert boss. Though it's not a lamp. Which gets us all the way, it gets us even further into logic. That's something, though.
Yep. I would say that that puts the U-shaped hallway in Palace of Darkness into logic, which was 2 small pod keys.
It does not. You need 4 keys to get to the back, Wes, and there were 2 on right side front.
See previous comment about me not knowing pod key logic. I apologize.
Yeah, you need 4 keys to get to the back of pod, which is why there are always 4 keys in the front. It assumes you open 1 at the front door, 1 on the big key chest, and then the one to Helmasaur before you open the one to the back. So, logic assumes you're a moron, per the usual. And there was the bits, of course, in the big key chest, and some arrows in the Stalfo's basement. As we get flippers.
Flippers. Oh no.
Well, that was a productive trip. But yeah, so you need 4 keys to get to the back of pod, and
Yeah.
and there were only 4 keys available in the front, 2 of which
So,
were built.
as Vortex just pointed out, those flippers actually open nothing for us right now.
They don't! We kind of need a mirror to open up Swamp and that hookshot as well, if we really want to go there, which Swamp is a pendant, so they probably don't for the moment. Ice is an option, although out of logic, and SRB doesn't have mitts right now either, so that's a different thing. He tried getting back out of the pod maze to check the front with Bo, but got lost, so did not end up doing so. Just helping him stay in logic, that's helpful, but might end up being an issue later.
Okay, so it does look like we're gonna get a boss check here from Ewola. Or actually, we found the Compass of Eastern, so Ewola might know what it is.
Might. This is in logic with a fire rod, as a side note.
Yep. The fire rod that Ewala doesn't have, because they have not done escape yet. He has not done escape.
Okay, and this is back to pod for SRB.
And as Vortex points out, Bo is not in logic yet either, so...
Nope. Because the bow is locked behind the other bow, per previous discussion of pod key logic.
Oh my goodness. This seed's logic is a Mobius strip. What
it's
the hell?
It's not even that bad. I'm an OTR regular, and spirit key logic is a lot worse than this is.
Oh my goodness, these...
This is straightforward. It's 4 keys for the back of pod, and that's it. Simple as...
sorry, my this is was looking at Ewala's attempt to do the dark room and feeling emotional damage. Because been there, done that, got the postcard, not pretty.
Yeah. Boat pod key logic can be more complicated. So today's is mostly just the straight up 4 keys for the back logic. It can be worse. Today's is not, but we said.
Chat bringing up a good point. I don't think anybody has done the catfish check yet.
No, and the desert boss, if it is beatable, does exist. Since that fire rod does get us over there.
Both runners kind of covering their previous tracks here. So the fire rod does put both Desert Palace and Skull Woods' see there, almost did it again. Boss rooms in logic.
Yeah. I thought that was just a regular old reset. But yeah, fire rod was Sphere 0. That was just the first thing in the escape. They just didn't do it earlier. SRB can head straight for the boss of Claw now, going to find this is some landmosts, and then hopefully gets back in here for those mitts. Yeah, he's doing everything but mitts right now. He does need to go back in there, because this is his final trip to pod, and otherwise he's last locationing mitts.
Which, that is a pretty painful last location spot.
It is. I've seen people do it before. It feels bad.
Sorry. I just
quick shots there.
Well, I think Ewala already knew that, but went and double checked the inside Spec Rock. Because I feel like it was on Ewala's screen that I first saw Hookshot, but.
No, that was his first trip up, I think. This is his first trip to Desert. Which I guess, since we're currently seeing a bit of just the runners doing something the others actually done, you want to talk about the current mess that is this group's standings.
So essentially, Ewala is 3-1 in the group so far. SuperRandoBros is 2-3, along with one other runner, and then I believe it's Smirk is 3-3.
Yep.
Yeah, Ewala is in firm control of their own destiny here. But the most interesting scenario is Ewala losing out, because that creates a 3-3 four-way tie.
Yep, so to clarify, there are 4 runners in this group. Ewala, Smirk, JD, Muffins, and SuperRandoBros here. 3-1 for Ewala, 3-3 for Smirk, 2-3 for both Muffins and SRB. SRB and Muffins each have... This is obviously SRB and Ewala. The remaining match in this group is Ewala versus Muffins. If Ewala wins both of these, he moves on. If Ewala wins one and loses the other, I think he also moves on, and then whoever he loses to gets into a tiebreaker with Smirk. If he loses both, we get a 4-way tiebreaker.
Oh no, SRB.
Oh no, on SRB's side though, he has left on without the mitts.
Oh no.
How do this?
That's unfortunate, is the term I'm going to use.
Very unfortunate.
Because what I want to say would get me banned even from ZSR, I think. So we'll just stick with unfortunate.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah.
I think he just probably genuinely forgot that he didn't open it his first trip in.
Oh, here we go with the catfish check.
Yep.
Because I think it's literally what he has left. I don't think he has anything else left unchecked.
Bosses.
Bosses, true. Sorry.
Yeah, but there is very little left in this seat as Ewala gets that fire rod. This is not good for SRB. As we were discussing how if Ewala losing to this race would make for a best, well.
Universe just kind of going, nope.
It's not over until it's over, but that's not good. There's Zelda.
There's our bow. Which, so, I mean, on balance...
Well, yes, Tom. SRB does have the compass, so he just has to go back in to see his missed track, but why on earth would SRB go back into pod at this point? He thinks he's done everything. Like, he's made 2 trips, I think he assumes he did the key chest his first trip in. Which is why he skipped it on his second trip.
Yep. So, finding that bow on Catfish is probably about the best result SRB could have hoped for, because it doesn't open anything else for him to go falling down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. He's going to get hard bottlenecked pretty soon by these mids.
Yeah.
As with those mids now being in logic, I think... Where were... Yeah. Lamp is out of logic, but everything else is pretty much in at this point, so we're fine there. Mids are back in with that bow, which means that... our next logical progression is probably either Ice or Mire, I think, are likely ideas next now. We have not seen tablets.
Yeah, they don't have access to either one. They need the mirror, because the hook shot that would allow access to Ether is on top of Spectacle Rock.
It's great.
I was thinking of another 5-letter word that starts with GR. Gross.
Great for chat, gross for runners. Let's put it that way. Both runners, speaking of, heading for the Woods boss now. The lamp could be in a few different places, I think. The bag of pod didn't actually have a whole lot besides silvers. We have fire rods and light torches, and the pod boss was just a crystal in a heart container, so not particularly. The lamp could be in a few different places now that we got a catfish. And Old Man is also useless, so lamp doesn't presently block much of anything besides silvers, which are nice but don't actually do anything.
Two-eyed Moldorm looks like. Also,
Yep,
Moldorm on a conveyor belt. That's unfortunate for Moldorm.
My favorite boss in the Skull Woods boss room is a helicopter, but Moldorm is the second test of how he just gets utterly.
Yeah, that's doesn't know what to do with himself.
No, he does not. It's funny and sad at the same time. For those who haven't seen it, helicopter refers to a Helmasaur in this room because Helmasaur gets a little funky with the spikes in the back. The tail just spins and spins and spins.
I forget which channel it's on, but there is a clip of me absolutely losing my mind at an Armos Knights glitch in that room as well. Because I'd never seen it before. But I forget which channel it's on, so yeah, that exists somewhere on the internet. At any rate, our answer is not in the back of Skull Woods.
Back of desert? Re-looking. The flippers are in logic. Ice Palace does exist now that we got our logical bow. Thankfully, SRB can't go in there without his mitts, that he has his last location in quite hard right now.
Yeah.
He's at at the moment.
Let's see here.
It's happy 1 hour, everyone.
Yep. Let's see here. Don't forget to follow our runners and our commentary team, myself and Star. And then we also have our tracker, Tomatalk, doing some good work today. Looks like we are seeing the completionist Smith's chain here from Ewolakoala.
SRB is going to finish desert here. Yay, the work's appreciated, Tom. I apparently am the most awake of this restream team. I know that Wes, you got up at 5:30 in the morning for this, and I know that Tom usually is a bit more of a night owl as far as his sleep schedule goes. I woke up at a normal time, about 8 o'clock. And there's
our mirror! Oh no!
So that's where that went off to.
That's very good for SRB. Because that
got the mitts.
Well, yeah, but it also hard bottlenecks him even further into the mitts. Because, he's not going to find the mirror to open up a bunch more checks that aren't going to have what he needs.
Yeah, is still behind, but at least he's not going to
he's still very much in trouble, don't get me wrong. But he's... Like, he's going to see the principal after class, but he's not automatically expelled for life. Is the phrasing I would use.
Yeah, at this point SRB kind of needs something on Armo, so I think, what was it, ran out of arrows earlier heading for the eastern boss, so is not doing that for a good while.
Had a difficult time in the room and just said, screw this, I'm out, basically.
Right, yeah, that.
I don't think quite ran out of arrows, but just was having a hard time even killing the statues. in the dark and just went, okay, no, this isn't worth my time. This isn't in logic.
Yep. Mothula here in desert.
Which Mothula, definitely one of those bosses that's more of a boss about his normal arena than it is the boss himself. As you can see, both runners having no difficulty whatsoever. Compass of Ice Palace and a crystal.
Yeah, 3 crystals an hour, 3 in for each. Not too bad, all things considered, honestly. So, let's see where each of them goes next. I suspect a decent... Well, ice is certainly available, though kind of
That's
bland.
a flute to 5 for SRB, but then he doesn't go into the portal. Oh, he's doing Armos.
Yeah, he's doing an Eastern boss first.
Eastern boss, sorry.
Ewola's gonna do Mire area now, which makes sense. No Cane for Mire or Ice, which seem to be the next 2 most obvious plays, outside of going to the mountain for a hookshot, which certainly works, though that gets them Pendant Swamp.
Yep.
Options kind of varied and kind of lousy at the same time.
I mean, you don't necessarily need Cane for Ice Palace. It just makes Ice Palace so much easier on multiple levels.
Gets that box here.
Oof.
Dark Mountain is the most dense play at the moment. Has a lot to do up here with Mitz and that hookshot incoming. As well as Mirror.
Yep. A lot of checks that are going to be open up on this mountain now.
Oh.
All of our swords are rather deep in the logic, by the way. We're still on Fighter Sword.
Yep. We can read the tablets, we just can't get the item, which is Pocket Change, here, until we have Master Sword. Right.
Yep. I looked up just in time to see SRB exit out of that map check, or that boss check. Speaking of Master Sword.
Oh, you were a bit ahead of me there then, by the way, because I have not seen the boss check yet. Big key for Ewola, that's a moth here for SRB.
I thought I saw that, but I wasn't quite sure, so I wasn't gonna say anything.
You saw a compass check. I thought.
Compass check, yeah.
There we are.
Yeah, I saw a boss check. I said boss check because that's the information the compass gives you.
Yeah, that was a brain part on my end. That is not much, but does give him a green pendant.
Yep.
He's probably not happy at this point.
Yeah, at least you can check that on your way back to Pod, which I'm pretty sure is his... That's a Cold Stare on top of Tower of Hera.
That it is. Hi, Cold Stare.
Yep. And, bye, Cold Stare.
Just a boomerang off the green pendant, unfortunately. Yeah, so Mothula, the first of our repeats today. There are 3 repeat bosses in Full Boss Miser.
Yep. Alright, so there's Cold Stare with the shovel!
Oh dear, and a crystal, which is good, but... Yeah, it looks like SRB has realized, oh, that chest I left behind, 20 minutes ago? I need that. Great.
Alright. Hammer dash there, nicely done. That is the Cane of Burna on Floating Island.
I was gonna say, that's a cane, I just didn't quite catch the color. Also, it looks like Ewola got the Master Sword that I completely brain-farted.
Yeah, that was in Hera basement.
Oh, nice.
Or not sub-basement.
Thanks. Alright, SRB is gonna be really unhappy with these mids. And just a head shake at that one.
And a very deep, long-suffering sigh. I know that feeling. Powder.
Powder on the map to Eastern. Thanks.
Yep.
And SRB knows he is behind, as we have a Quake TR today.
As pointed out, this Death Mountain just dealing out the fetch quest this fine morning.
Yes, it is. Hookshot game time for Ewola. Giving us junk, a hurt piece, and a heart container. Not great.
Yep. Gonna go ahead and grab the Cane of Burna here. This is probably gonna be a Spike Cave check then, because grabbing an invincibility item.
I mean, you're here already, may as well.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a minor area check for SRB. Mirrorless Smiths is kinda slow and annoying. I don't blame him for that, but also, unfortunately, his mirror is on the Smith chain.
Yeah.
Random placements, not less than ideal today.
Yeah. That, like, it can't even have the dignity to be Dwarven Mirror Smiths. It's on the purple chest. So you get to get the full annoying experience of mirrorless full Smith's chain.
Yep.
Speaking of annoying experiences, here's Spiral Cave. Luckily a bit less arduous with both the boots and hookshot.
Just some errors, so.
Yeah, it does look like he's... Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, chat pointing out if he'd gone into dungeons and found Cane of Samaria, that would definitely close a bit of this distance he's created. But unfortunately, it does look like SRB is going to do Smith's Chain. And it's kind of weird to say, unfortunately, because, you know, we do more than likely need that mirror. But...
It's not the most helpful for him. And we definitely need the mirror. Kinda need that and a hook shot to get up to GT, if absolutely nothing else.
Fair.
But we are in Cane and Quake go mode as we find Tempered Sword and Paradox and not much else.
Alrighty.
I think it was Quake for both our crystal, both TR and Meyer today, actually.
Alrighty. Looks like we're gonna see ice from Ewola here.
Ink Sense, full clearable crystal. Don't have a lot of appealing options at this point. It's this and Pendant Swamp, I think, are the main ideas. Or Caneless Mire, which is about
Ooh, that's a Trinex in Ice Palace.
Oh, fun! Well, hope you find the Ice Rod in here! add the Ice Rod to the list of go mode. Oops.
Fortunately, I believe getting Trinex here is not an Ice Trinex fight. The ice is only active if we find him in the Ice Armos spot in Gan's Tower.
Correct. Oh, that's true that we don't know what our final pendant crystal is. It could be Ice, it could be TR.
Ice is a crystal. We need Ice Rod.
We didn't know until we saw that T in the top left corner, yeah. We need that Ice Rod. TR is our final pendant then. Fun. Now you're still gonna do ice here for Ewolakoala, hoping that the ice rod just in here, because there are already a decent number of items in it.
Nice, clean, quick kill of those two Stalfos Knights there. Yeah, you kind of need to kill that one for the key. Thank you.
Yep. Not going to hit the switch. Does need to hit that one.
Yeah. Yeah, bit of an interesting play, not going for the bomb jump there. I mean, granted, you can't kill the boss, but...
Yep, and SRB does not look happy about that mirror. Chat can't see this, but on the restream we can see the runners. On the commentary page you can see the runners' full streams, including SRB's very expressive face cam.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate. It happens to everyone sometimes where you make an error like what SRB made in Pod. It's understandable. It happens to everyone. It just feels bad.
Yeah. Alright. Looking for the ever-popular Cane of Samaria in Icebreaker chest.
Oh, there's our lamp went off too.
Gross!
That's a terrible spot for the lamp, lol.
That is... Well, there was a red item in there, but unfortunately it was just 20 rupees.
Yeah. This is the Super Smash Bros. Melee down as an MSU, in case people are wondering. But yeah, that is an atrociously bad spot for lamp. Thanks, game.
By the way, that does put our silvers in logic, so that's cool, I guess.
There is that. Not worth all that much, but there is that.
Alright, heart piece there.
SRB now on the mountain makes sense. Unfortunately, it won't really help him get any kind of an advantage back, because he is substantially behind due to his last location in mitts.
Yeah, we have not seen a shovel check yet, but that's because Ewola is the only person that's got it. And it's on the Tower of Hera boss.
Which SRB will have in a couple of minutes at least. Let's see what Ice-T has. Just a heartbeat.
So, neither Ice Rod nor Cane in Ice Palace.
Including to powder here.
Yep.
Is that something else that SRB will get here in the mountain in a little bit? That was in the Super Bunny Cave.
Yes, indeed. Time to start seeing if one of the mountain's many fetch quests is going to pay off for us. There's our Quake Medallion.
That's definitely helpful. Kinda need that. Vortex actually... SRB couldn't do a Meyer dip without that Quake that they just saw.
Yep. So yeah, unfortunately, Seed not really giving a lot of ability for SRB to make up time by pulling a check first. Kind of has to catch back up with the mitts logic, which is just not a good feeling.
No, this was a pretty bottleneck too behind Mirror and mitts, unfortunately. I would say that the Silvers would give something of an advantage, but Temper nerfs that a fair bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Wallace still hasn't done Catfish.
Nope. Probably knows there's a decent chance that's got some variety of logic, but doesn't care for it all that much right now, as SRB gets his shovel.
Nothing in K45. That's the other thing. This seed actually turned out to be fairly wealthy.
It did, even after getting negative 99% return off Zora, while it still has 1,233 rupees.
So here comes the shovel.
Yep.
And that should have stayed buried. Alright. So, dig 20. Get out. Does look like this is going to be a pendant swamp. Never mind, we're gonna see.
Pendant swamp.
Yep.
Because we're running out of stuff to do. I can't get a TR without a cane. They've seen Eastern. They've seen Ice. They've seen we've seen all of our dungeons. They've seen most of our overworld checks.
That is a heart piece on Bombos. Actually, yeah, I was about to say, we can get into Meyer, and there is a possibility that it is French Vanilla Cane.
That is true. Did see that very recently. Yes, it is Cane and Ice Rod Go mode. Had a Cane in the compass chest of Meyer, I think yesterday. Was on one of the races I commented this week. Hard last location by both runners.
Yep.
I think it was yesterday, hour 56 MC loss, though I could be wrong. I've completed like 5 races this week, so they all get bundled together a bit at some point.
The seed bleed is in fact real.
It is.
Alright, and there's... Yep, I was about to say. Cat, why you gotta be like that? Haven't these runners already been through enough?
I mean, I do think that the French Vanilla Cane seed the other day had a nice run on Laser Bridge. Also with a nice with the Ice Palace Trinex. This is rather sounding very familiar right now. We have not seen that. It could have the Ice Rod. Assuming that there's no Trinex on Vanilla Trinex in DR.
Godmire, by the way.
Yep.
Because of course it is.
Now.
Yeah, because of course it is.
I didn't. If there was a boss icon, I missed it on that map check.
Well, there would be, because we do have the Compass of Meyer, as indicated by the item count being visible. Yeah. I didn't catch it either. I was taking a swig of water, so I caught the very tail end of the map screen.
If chat's caught it, please enlighten us. It is a vanilla viddy. Alright, thanks.
Alright, getting confirmation on the pendant layouts there. Meyer being very reluctant to give up its secrets today.
That's SRB's much needed powder.
Now the question is if he decides to follow the fetch quests or decides to do, say, Pendant Swamp.
There's a compass to Skullwoods. Yeah, I am unsure why SRB thinks that Hera is this other red crystal.
SRB? Yeah.
On his tracker. It doesn't actually matter, because he has both the crystals from Hera and the actual second red crystal, Skullwoods, but that is something, I guess.
All right. So on to the big chest area of Misery Mire here. Well, last best hope for a French vanilla cane here.
Oh! Yay!
Oh! Oh!
Okay, Gabe. Okay.
That's oh.
Well,
Game, please. Yikes!
Is that even randomized?
Oh man, that's just rude and gross.
That is gross. SRB heading into ice now. Unfortunately, is not going to find much of anything at all in here besides the Trinex.
Yeah. Yep, and we do in fact. Yeah. All right, well, let's see here. Oh, I did not even notice that Ewala had set up Spooky. Well done.
Yep. So, where is that ice rod? Time for a bet. I'll get a jump start in that pad.
Yikes. I'm going to be nice for once. I'm going to say we're going to find it right here, right now.
That ice rod can be anywhere in TR, Laser Bridge, it could be anywhere in the swamp, it could be in the head. Probably one or two of those ends. There's a key here. That will close at an hour 30.
All right. So now, as chat pointed out earlier, it is pick your poison time. What pendant dungeon do you want to dip?
Yep. Because the options are pendants. Well,
actually,
one item left
hold on. Hold.
Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, exactly. We have both red crystals now, so we can check Pyramid Fairy before we do any of that stuff.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
SRB with the Ice Palace bomb jump. Well done.
Hey, Dannerin, we've got a classic ice rod hunt combined with a French vanilla cake. Oops, Ice Palace Trinex again.
And, you know, a bow and a bow-locked silvers.
Because why not? It's in the pack of odds. A bow also locking the mitts.
Yep. Nice use a hook shot to close some ground. Alright, Pyramid Fairy, 10 arrows, and the cape. Oof.
Well, that ain't it.
And bees. Again.
Yeah, logical bow on Catfish, which Ewala does not have, as a side note. Ewala is going to do Friend of Escape now, having not done this earlier. Or no, Dark Cross having skipped this earlier.
Yeah, I was about to say Dark Cross.
Right.
Which, ew. Like, I mean, there's not very many locations that Ice Rod could be that aren't ew at this point, but I think Dark Cross might be one of the more gross ones, which is weird to say.
SRB did do this earlier. It was a Red Room character.
Oh, sorry, I missed it on SRB's side. I apologize.
Lots to keep track of. And no Ryu's working.
But in a hypothetical universe where we didn't know what was...
It could have been there from Ewola's perspective.
Yeah. Schrodinger's ice rod. Alright. So, gonna go to Catfish here and receive logical never mind.
No.
Just prove me wrong, why don't you? Oh, Graveyard Ledge, we haven't seen that yet either, I don't think. Unless SRB did it when I was looking.
Still a little bit of time left on that bet, chat. Is it in swap? Is it in TR? Is it something we forgot? Like this.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, that's a blue item, but it is not an ice rod.
Nope. Well, ice rod's mostly white, though it is got some blue at the tip.
True. Alright, so... Still walking, so... Catfish? For realsies this time?
Like I think this is, yeah. Alright, and SRB has to grumpily quit out of ice.
Yep.
We have seen both tablets. They were nothing memorable.
Piece of Heart on Bombos and Pocket Change on Ether.
Okay, SRB going to take the portal here. Where is he going? Because this is not fire.
Pendant Swamp.
I think so. Possibly Bombos Tablet 2, because he can't do Pyramid Fairy.
We have not seen a pedestal check, no.
Last chance for bets, people. Looks like Ewola's gonna finish off Eastern now.
And receive nothing of consequence. Apart from Crystal, or wait, no, Eastern's green pendant, sorry.
Green pendant, only useful if pen is something. As the ice rod, basically, because I think we found all of our fetch quests that could lead to the ice rod at this point. We've got powder, mushroom, we've got the shovel, we've got the book.
Yep.
Ice rod can be on Ted. This is MC boss. If we don't know what the boss in TR is.
Yep.
We need ice rods before Ice Palace having a Trinex. That is why SRB just quit out of there a minute ago.
Chat saying they thought they saw Ewola read the pedestal. If they did, we both missed it.
I don't remember Ewola going anywhere near the pedestal. Didn't have Mirror when finishing off Skullwoods, I don't think. Certainly didn't have the book when doing Wildswoods at the very beginning of the seed. I don't remember Ewola being anywhere near Ped.
Chat may have maybe misremembering Ewala reading the Ether tablet, which is couch or pocket change, couch cash.
It's couch cash, yes.
Yeah. Bye, Mothula. Bye, Mothula.
Correct. Go mode is Ice Run. They have everything else they need to beat the game. They just, can't beat the game until they get an Ice Run. Kinda need that to beat the Trinex and Ice Palace, to get to GT, to, beat Aga 2, to get to Ganon, to beat the game.
Yep. All right.
Looks like-
SRB about to receive that quake from our good friend the Mad Batter.
Just picked it up, in fact. So it looks like it will be the first of our runners to make it into Pendant Swamp. Let's see where SRB is running off to now. This looks like a weird ledge.
All right.
Apologies for being ahead on SRB's side. I think I'm back in sync now because I just had him sync on me.
Well,
alright,
I also refreshed on my end and did catch up a little bit as well. So
not sure why the Agas aren't shelving the Boss Miser. Might just not sure if that's like a coding restriction or a deliberate choice. Either way, the Agas are not randomized.
alrighty. There's Ether, so that's cool, I guess.
You are now ahead of me. I have no idea where Ether is.
Bombable in Swamp.
You're looking good ahead of me right there. Gonna refresh as well.
Nice.
And probably go punch a few refresh buttons on the research side as well, because it sounds like we need it. Okay, yeah, the delay got kind of bad. SRB is continuously stream lagging every now and then. It's added up. Should be refreshed now. Okay, chat confirming you were way ahead on that Ether.
Woo! All right, cool. I somehow went from behind. That was weird. I went from behind to ahead because you were like, yeah, this looks like Graveyard Ledge for SRB. And I'm like, he's nowhere near Graveyard Ledge. What are you talking about?
Yeah, alright. So, SRB just got the big heat of miner is what I just saw.
Well, technology.
Oh, and now he just synced.
Technology. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
All right. There's a sync for me as well.
Okay. Chat. Apparently, I'm on time. So.
Car just entered and is doing Diver Down, downstairs swamp for me.
Yeah. So that's we will just open the right Diver Down chest, and there's Gold Sword.
Yep. There we go. I think we're back.
I think so.
Also, if I'm counting items correctly, Ewala with the left side swamp skip.
Yes, he did. Yeah, again, it's gonna be a snooze today with the Gold Sword and Silvers. And half magic, and at least 15 hearts.
Yeah, I was about to say.
In Red Mail. They have everything for Canon today, that's not a problem.
Hi, Cold Stare. Bye, Cold Stare.
PP number 2 of today, so there's gonna be... Let's see, what haven't we seen yet? Okay, there's gonna be one we're missing Argus, Helmasaur, Blind, and a repeat left.
Alright. So there's our red pendant. Still no sign of the ice rod.
Nope, time for left side swamp.
Yep. And compass room, because Ewala's sitting at 7 out of 10 in swamp.
Big chest?
Possible.
I think it was.
Oh, big chest. Okay, yeah.
Bosco's on.
I think I just. Yeah. I think I just saw Ewala using the big chest as like a hook shot point and just mind filled in the blank as opening that chest.
It happens. He did actually just open that chest there. That was not an ice rod.
Nope. Yeah, SRB is thoroughly unimpressed with how this seed is going right now.
I would be too.
I do not blame him in the slightest, but yeah.
This has not been the kindest of seeds. MC Boss definitely rearing its ugly head with Trinex again. What's new? He could still have nice Trinex, by the way. We are missing one repeat, and it could be that.
Yep.
Because out of Argus, Helmasaur, and Blind, Helmasaur can, I believe Helmasaur can end up on the Moldrum 2 arena. Yeah, Helmasaur can end up in the Moldrum 2 arena. I don't think Blind can. Not sure if I don't think Argus can either. It's either Helma or one of a couple of repeats, or maybe there's 2 Helmas left for that boss there. I don't think the Landmost 2 arena has any particular restrictions.
Alright. Left side swamp. 10 arrows. Yeah, 20 rupees. Yep.
I still think Ewola's probably got a really solid lead, because even if SRB goes to like TR immediately after getting through this vidi, he's still behind on getting there. Although Ewola's currently off to what I believe is probably a pet check.
Yeah. I mean, your last pendant is TR, and you might as well just, know that you can just straight shoot back to the TR boss as opposed to full clearing TR.
Yep.
Because if this says I make things go cold or whatever the ice rod hint is, it's been a while since I've seen it, then we know we can just go straight back to the boss. If it doesn't, then we're stuck, full clearing TR.
That is a map, I think.
You can now find your way home? Is that the map of Hyrule Castle?
I think we saw that earlier. I'm pretty sure it's a map or compass. I'm not sure which, but I thought we saw the Hyrule Castle map earlier. Yes, it is a Trinex in ice. That is why we need the ice rod.
Oh boy.
This is Pyramid Fury now for SRB. And this will be TR. Did Ewela leave something behind here? Oh, the basement.
Era basement, yeah. Which, actually...
could be here.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this would be a grosser spot for Ice Rod than TR. Because you kind of expect it you just kind of have to shake your head at Ice Rod on Laser Bridge because it's such a meme. Whereas this is just, one of those things that if you don't do it while you're here in the first place is just very much a hard last location.
Yep. And this is the last location for Ewela outside TR at this point.
Yeah. As you can tell by how loaded our runners' inventories are and how much health they have basically full cleared this seed.
Yep! The collection rates are probably going to be in the 160s, maybe even low 170s at this point.
While taking a few deep, calming breaths may have... we can't see them. They do not have a webcam, but they stood there for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like a stretch break and okay, all right.
Yep. And there's
Shield. Oh
Thanks,
no.
game. And SRB is heading to Swamp.
Oh, Walla has not done Spike, I don't think. Yeah.
No, he hasn't. So that's where he's going next. We did see this from SRB. This was some bombs.
Yep. Alrighty. Well. What do we have? SRB, unfortunately, just kept following in Koala's footsteps, and that is not going to gain him any time. So we pretty much know at this point that the ice rod is somewhere in Turtle Rock, which is where Ewala is heading right now. All right. Few pretty gnarly locations in this seed, and just a bit of unfortunate last locationing for the mitts for SRB, leading to our current situation. So, open is TR now with that vanilla Quake entry requirement. Where can it be? Still be that SRB could catch up? Nowhere.
Unfortunately, the answer is nowhere. Yeah, he is a full Swamp Palace behind at this point, basically. I think that's a blind on TR today. No vanilla try next. Those boss head icons are really small on the map, and the position changes for every dungeon, so it's hard to actually catch them.
Ooh. I forgot that Ewala was coming from the Spike room, so I was expecting it to be a slightly shorter trip back.
Yeah. SRB would have been close if he'd gone TR and not Swamp, but he is going Swamp and not first, which, well.
Yeah.
At this point, it's unfortunately a bit too late, I think, for SRB, as we get another bottle and this will be on the right side.
Why is SRV in Swamp and not Mire? SRV has done Mire.
He has, just needs to mark it on the tracker here. He did get his cane and beat that Vitreous.
All right. Definitely avoided the chain jump there. Nicely done. Whoop. It needs to bait him out. There we go. All right. So, and of course, because we are in full meme mode here, it does look like that ice rod's gonna be hiding out in the back half of Turtle Rock, most likely Laser Bridge. Could be Mimic Cave for maximum silliness.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, no. Maximum silliness would be on the Turtle Rock boss.
That would be funny.
Just for the cognitive dissonance of Link holding up the ice rod while in Trinex's boss room.
Yep. That would be pretty funny.
And our tracker with the harsh but fair assessment.
It happens. It does get a little boring at times as a tracker towards the end of the scene when there's just not much going on. You've seen almost everything. There's like only 1 or 2 items left to click. Angle 1 cannot have the ice rod. We know that the lumberjack is something useless. If it had been the ice rod, they would have done it a long time ago.
And because the small keys are not randomized, we know it's not in casting power. Oh, tactical mirror. That's unfortunate. Oh, that was a resync. My bad. Thought that might have been a quick swap mirror accident somehow, but nope, it was just resync.
That's the boss down here in Swamp. Sorry for SRB. Got mixed up because that was a cold stare.
It happens.
And big chest of TR is a red ruby. So laser bridge, crystal roller, laser bridge, and the boss. As far as the note sheets go, my note sheet goes, we've seen everything that's not the ice rod and the bug net in the last bottle.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was a key, right? Miscounted, forgot that would have to be one. Well, it looks like we might also be missing the red meringue. That's about it.
Alright. So onwards to Laser Bridge we go. With half magic and both methods of invincibility. Laser Bridge not going to be as much of a chore as it can be.
This is a ped check now for SRB, I think.
Yep. Choosing to do laser skips, got a little bit bodied. First chest, Laser Bridge.
Classic.
Yep. Don't let your memes be memes. And all that rot.
Let's go move for EwolaKoala at an hour 50.
Pain. Agony. Eternal suffering if you're so inclined.
SRB seriously never checked out privilege.
Nope.
Well, there's that, I guess.
Yeah, anytime as a runner that you hit go mode at like an hour 50, you have got to feel desperately behind.
Yeah, even in key sanity mode, it would feel kind of bad. You really feel behind when you're at hour 50 go mode in an MC boss. Generally, go mode's a little bit faster than this. It is a somewhat longer mode than typical open seeds, but it's not, 2 hours on the average typically.
Nope.
So the rate we're going, I think both of my MC boss commentaries so far are going to average out to be about 2 hours. The first one was an hour 56. I don't think this is sub-2ing.
No. It would have to be a godlike Trinex, a godlike mountain climb, and a very, very fast Guidance Tower Big Key, and even then, that's cutting it close.
Yeah, which I don't think so. SRB getting dead rocked. Yeah, with SRB substantially behind him, I don't see a way to catch up considering they have everything.
Yeah, it would be it would be an act of God, which you never want to see happen to a runner.
Pretty much at this point.
I hate to be that negative on commentary, but it's the honest answer. Is it would have to be all of a sudden Ewola has a catastrophic equipment failure.
Pretty much. Or in actual IRL something happens.
Yeah.
Which has happened before, but at
Yeah,
that point, it is...
Yeah, that's not something we want to see at all.
No. And is quite rare, I should note.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very, very quick Trinex first phase with Gold Sword.
Yep.
And the second phase is done.
Alright, so that is going to be...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to set up the big key guessing game.
Yeah, let's do that real fast. Where is that big key, as I remember?
Alright.
To?
Yep. So there are 22...
Nobody bet TR, by the way.
Yeah. There are 22 locations in Gan's Tower where that big key can be.
Here's a really fast bet, actually, because we have a smidge of time for it.
Yep. There are 22 locations in Gan's Tower, 1 through 22, using the bet command, and we'll see where it is. You place bets now, you do not have very much time.
Yep. I only bother with the bet when the last dungeon is not TR, because a 5-second bet's not really worth much.
Yep.
30-second bet is manageable.
Alright, I see this seeds nonsense. I'm calling it. It's going to be Tile Room.
I'm betting 19 behind the ice try next.
Wrong door.
I was like, why did he just go into that shop there?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, he's not exactly in a prime location there. He just wanted to, Koala just wanted to, check in on him. Support your small business, okay?
I was gonna say, though, with how this has gone, this is going to be the end of the road here for SRB. We'll be going 2 and 4 in groups. Ewolakoala will secure a spot in brackets with this. SRB is unfortunately guaranteed either last or second last at this point. Whether, and then if Ewolakoala wins against Muffins, then Smirk JD moves on. If Muffins wins against Ewolakoala, that goes to a tiebreak, which I'm not sure on the end result of. I'll need
anything can and will happen in randomizer.
Yep. Which is unfortunate, because a 4-way tiebreaker would have been really interesting to see for this group. That would have been a possibility had Ewolakoala lost both this race and the one versus Muffins.
Alright, chest number 1 in Gan's Tower, Ewolakoala. Chest number 1. Number 2. Got a little bit excited there. Torch number 3, not gonna be it.
Yeah, power container, red meringue, and a red Ridley. 3 red items to start off the tower. We're gonna see Bugda in here, aren't we? As I remember to close the bet.
Oh yeah.
Just to get every single item on the tracker that's not Agile 1.
4, 5 is our fire shield.
No, I guess we're
6. Oh, lucky number 7. I believe that's going to be Aetha Aquaheart. Looking real quick. Yep. Aetha Aquaheart, you have won the Gan's Tower Big Key guessing game for this particular seed. You win internet adulation and a lifetime supply of Link to the Past randomizer seeds redeemable at ALttPR.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited, and as always, consult a YouTube tutorial if your standard seed lasts longer than 4 hours. Moving on, Gan's Tower Climb for EwolaKoala. And well done there. For some reason, for me, every time I do that room, those 2 Stalfos get in a few hits on me. no matter what I do.
Yeah.
Then you go ahead and skip Hospitality Room. Red Mail, pretty sure, still has a potion of some description. Not really in need of a refill. Even if they were, we have powder, and there's at least one bubble beam coming up that they can powder into a fairy. Pretty decent gauntlet so far. Continues to be a pretty decent gauntlet, despite my best efforts to commentator curse. Not that I was actually actively hoping for that. Hello, Argus! Haven't seen you all day.
Nope. Which leaves Helmasaur and the repeat left.
Yep. So, an interesting thing about fighting Argus in this particular spot, you do not actually need to kill Argus himself, you just need to get the puffballs out, and the door will open.
Yep, I think it's the same.
And Argus just goes, oh, you don't want to finish my fight? Okay, I guess I'll just leave then.
I think Trinex does something similar, though I could be wrong.
Yeah,
or something is functioning with the Trinex in that room.
I think any of the bosses that can show up there that have multiple phases will do that. Once you kill phase 1, the door will open.
Yeah, but... Although I believe there was an interesting clip. Never mind, no. Something different. Yeah, Trinex tosses his shell up on that room, which is a funny sight.
Oh, missed the torch. Yeah, wait for it to reset at this point, yeah. Oh. Ewolakoala having a little bit of a struggle here with this torch puzzle. Does get it there. Right, absolutely no need to check any of these chests or kill a mini Helmasaur. We've got 3 Gans Tower small keys, so we got everything we need. Powder out for a nice little pick-me-up of health here. And also going to grab this magic refill, I would assume. Yep. And in... Oh, hello, Helmasaur! There's...
Okay.
So we have seen every single boss Link to the Past has to offer.
Yeah, Helmasaur is a tough fight in this room because he's barely small enough to fit here.
Yep. Although him being in this room does open up a bit more of a possibility for bomb strats, I feel like, in my experience. But not something we're going to do today. We're just going to use the hammer, use the gold sword, kill him.
So we'll never know what our last repeat was, because it ended up in Ice Starbucks room. Which they are never seen.
Yep. Alright. Well navigated there by Ewolakoala. And on to Geometry Wars.
Good old econometry.
Yep. Oh. Ugh, ew. That's a 2.
Yeah. Single. Ouch, that angles. Those angles really sucked.
Yeah. Another. Oh, nope. Double. Never mind. We just need to see 1, and there it is.
2-1-2-1, not first. We did see all the bosses at least once, yes, Tom. Saw 2 Moths, 2 Cold Stares, and 1 each of the rest. Almost 2, could be another Helmasaur, could be another one of, well, about anything that's not Moth or Cold Stare.
That was an amazing Phase 2 quick kill for SRB. Nicely done. Alright, on to the big pig fight. Ganon with some big cheese facts. I don't know, I feel like this seed might have something to say about big amounts of cheese. But yeah, we are fully kitted out here, so Ewala shouldn't have too much difficulty with this fight. Past this point, has gotten past the danger point of taking a Ganon hug. I was about to say something about being low on health, but I think they're fine.
I think it's fine. Also, this is some fantastic final boss music. Oh no, Silver's our one weakness, true weakness. Yeah, I found this a while ago.
Went for the double before doing the torch glitch, which... Nice hustle, I respect it. There's a double to finish off the big pig. And as long as Ewala survives the most dangerous 1x3 in all of Hyrule, they're going to take this race. So get those GGs ready, as Ewala does indeed survive that dangerous 1x3 and finishes in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 39 seconds, which is going to draw the forfeit from SRB.
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing at the Triforce text. Heartbreaker, my antiques, I'm suing! Love that, so how those go. So now we're gonna switch over to the interviews team. Both runners have agreed to come talk about this seed, and we'll see ya. And, yeah. Hello there, GG's.
Hey, GG.
GG's. That was we were just talking a little bit. Quite the finish, unfortunately.
Feels
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Some gross locations, unfortunately.
Triple dipping
Including
boss is never a good choice, especially when you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately those mitts were in a pretty interesting spot, which can be said of a lot of the items in this seed.
Were they technically bow locked since you I
Yes.
don't know. Okay. I figured as much. And then I also knew like getting that sequence broken bow, it's like, okay, where's my real bow? And then I didn't bother finding it until I was looking for Ice Rod. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there it is on Catfish. Okay, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yeah, there were like, and then there was the pod logic. There was that nice little mirror at the end of mirrorless Smith's chain, which
Oh yeah,
no,
that's super cute. I freaking hate Smith Chain so much. It's probably my check that I enjoy doing the least.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
yeah. Well, because it's a lot of time sink unless you have the mirror,
Mhm.
and because it's only
And
2 or 3 checks, you want to put it off until you have that mirror, and unfortunately in this case it's at the end of that long series of walks that you don't want to do.
Yep.
I guess we'll go ahead and ask, because you kind of joked about it in the race chat while you were waiting for us to catch up. So yeah, Ewala, how about that Hera basement?
Some people take a coffee break. I I needed a bio break, as it turned out.
Well,
I was
true.
like, well, this is as good
Yeah.
as time as any, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we had talked a little bit prior to that point about how you would hit go mode in 1:50, and that never feels good. Like
Yeah.
when you think, oh, I'm in go mode at 1:50 in, unless you are doing some form of like entrance shuffle or or what have you, but basically entrance shuffle modes. Let's be honest. Like cross keys. Go mode at 1:50 in is just like, okay, what did I miss here? Yeah.
I mean, I knew what I still had left. Because they're all like the one-off checks everywhere, like Graveyard Ledge and Catfish and Spike Cave and Hera Basement. It's just like, where the heck is this ice rod? And I had basically a 50-50 between all the overworld and Swamp and Turtle Rock, and I'm like, well, I can get 8 items probably slightly faster in Swamp than 7 plus Mimic Cave and Turtle Rock. So maybe I'll do Swamp first, and if it's in Turtle Rock and SRB chose, heads instead of tails, maybe he'll win. But I don't know, it sounded like he also did the same route.
Yeah. Yeah, SRB did the same round as I mentioned to you guys in the race here, but fortunately SRB here, hard last location, mids, and triple dipped pod.
Yep.
Yeah. Ouch. Pod is one of those things where it's like, okay, you gotta go into it with, like, I guess a plan. Like, you either know how to do Mimic Clip or Bottle Glitch to get past right side. And if you, like, see some items early, probably just bail at that point. It's kind of weird when I get like a key in first chest and a key on bridge. I'm like, all right, well, I need to find the big key anyway, and so might as well just do vanilla big key chest first. And then I was kind of actually expecting mitts to be there, just because between pod, I only had like desert left, and I didn't have a fire source yet. So I'm like, okay, mitts got to be somewhere, right? So I was expecting some progression, some to pop up. And then getting that bow in the back was kind of hilarious too. It's just like, well, all right, I'll stay, I guess.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I was just definitely struggling with dark rooms today for some reason. All my movements felt off. I got a little lost in the maze, and having to accidentally kill the dongos was just like, I got to drop all these bombs with the red mail. This is painful.
Yeah.
The mirror would have helped so
you
much.
Both were having some issues with Dark Maze in particular. Definitely. But I mentioned on comms, Dark Maze is just one of those ones that, even if you have muscle memory of it, sometimes it'll just happen just right where you run into one of the enemies in that room and okay, where am I? Because you got knocked off of your muscle memory or your movement memory, and all of a sudden, okay, let's bounce against some walls randomly for a bit here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to like check myself, like, where am I? I should be here, but I don't think I am. But yeah, it's just like, okay, now we got this. And then accidentally killing those was just like painful.
I also did notice you had a little bit of difficulty with the first chest in Hope Room in Gadden's Tower.
I mean, okay. That again, that's going back to like the whole fatigue thing of like, I hit it go mode hour 50. Why is my opponent not done? Did he make the same play as I did? You're nervous, and you're just like trying to push A, like open the freaking chest. Why is I struggling on the simplest things?
Let me in! Let me in! Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. Just dumb things. But yeah, I actually really like
well run by both
MC
of you,
Boss.
honestly.
This is probably one of my favorite modes, honestly, because I love boss shuffle. It's just a little bit chaotic, and the compass is a nice addition to help out with like a little extra info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
definitely one of the more
in the tourney
interesting
so far.
changes.
I think
Boss info
SRB
being
was saying
encompassed.
this was his first one.
I'm sorry, I keep talking over you, Cole. I apologize.
It's okay. We have the same brain at the same time. No worries.
Yeah, that was my first Mick boss. So.
And I think yesterday we rolled a tourney hard, which was my first one, but SRB is like, what, third or fourth?
I think that was my third tourney hard.
So yeah, we had like the inverse today.
Love that RNG sometimes. I've been lucky. I think I've had a different mode in all 3 of my races so far. So that being said,
Nice.
Looking forward to getting like a second tournament in Rooted. But yeah, well run by both of you. Just like I said, just there were some pretty rude locations in this seed,
For sure.
which is what can you
Troll
do?
seed's gonna troll.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
I guess I'll ask. How visceral was your negative reaction to where that hook shot was?
Oh, I was pissed because I was still looking for a fire source before dipping desert. And then I'm like, all right, I might as well just go up the mountain and get one item logically. And then I see that hookshot and it's like, really? Son of a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And you just kind of buck it up and, check the other things that you can't necessarily finish.
all right. So I have got nothing else coming up in my brain. I forgot to take notes. But if
I did
Sar has
take
any other
much
questions,
note.
or you two have any final thoughts,
Well, thanks for the restream, man. It's awesome to be a part of this tournament, so I appreciate the help.
Yeah, GG's again. Thanks for coming and streaming. I am going to take a quick break and get set up for my match with Muffins, which is going to be in a couple hours from now.
Oh, good luck
All
on
right,
that.
GG.
all right. GL's on that.
Yeah, so that does though. I should, I guess, mention the outcome of what this outcome of this match does to the group. You do secure a spot in brackets with Mr. Walla, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you, SRB.
Womp womp.
Would have been interesting to see a
Sorry.
4-way tie in this group, which could have happened if you.
I was totally expecting it as well. Like
The dream,
when
the
I wasn't done yet, and I'm just like,
four-way tie,
okay.
You guys
It
were
really
close.
could have been.
You guys are close to this race. It worked for bits, and I think if you'd gone TR before Swamp SRB, this could, there were a few different ways this could have gone the other way. It would have been interesting to see, but sadly, such is not the case. So you are confirmed first in this group of all, and then whether or not you win your second determines who the second person in this group getting out of it is. But
Yep.
GG's to you both. Good luck in later and in brackets, Walla, and sorry to see you go, SRB.
I'll live, I think. Thanks, guys.
Join me in the mathematically eliminated pile.
Perfect.
The one in like 24 that that are in the F column in Mike's in structural Mike's unofficial spreadsheet.
Nice.
I believe it's actually 29 without this race and a Fabia and the others this morning.
Whoops.
You're good. And you get to join the list of confirmed survivors. But GG's to you both. Thanks for the race. And, yep. Unless there's any last words, I'll take us out. Alright, so shoutouts again to our runners. Give them both a follow, EwolaKoala and SuperRandoBros. Shoutouts also to my co-com Westside Vandal, and to our tracker, TomahTalk13. Let's see. So this is it for ALttPR on the schedule for now. We do have some other. We do have one other race coming up later this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern in about an hour and a half. We'll have the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race coming up ahead on the schedule as well. Let's see. The next race for the ALttPR Challenge Cup will be Monday at tomorrow 4 Eastern. Group W between some Caribbean teams. Amarith versus Miss Metroid is Tuesday at 9:10 Eastern. The 9:10 p.m. Eastern. We've got the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament Grand Finals Games 1 and 2 scheduled for Monday and Tuesday at 8 Eastern. And of course, I believe there is at least one tiebreaker race that will be happening for the Challenge Cup. I think it was Group P that got themselves a 3-way tiebreaker, so that will be coming up. All tiebreakers will be restreamed on ZSR to be added to the schedule, and looking forward to those as well. As well as the Scarlet Sword Co-op Red Knight Tournament group stages in full swing, so there's plenty of restreams for that. And give all the GSR channels a follow as well. ZeldaSpeedRuns main, ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, ZeldaSpeedRuns _3, and ZeldaSpeedRuns _4. Although we're going to go over and raid our friend Asclepius' HUD. He is playing a seed provided by a friend Dark Wolf. It looks like it's got a whole lot of entrance rando. It's got door rando, it's got the regular entrance rando, it's got overworld rando too. Sounds like absolute chaos. He's about 2 hours in. Let's wish him luck with the best, and thanks for watching all. We'll see you next time.
Good morning.